today we are going to be working on looking at some different background information. And the whole point of this, your prompt really today is for you, not just me, because I can't design everything, nor can you, but together we can do cool stuff. For you to design something that could slow the spread of germs, in this case a virus. And this challenge, like I said, is rooted in the global pandemic going on right now. So let's take a look at design thinking. Design thinking is this way of kind of empathizing. If you don't know what empathizing is really putting yourself in the end user's frame of mind. So maybe this is a doctor. Maybe think about yourself as a doctor right now. What are they worried about? What do they need? What are their goals in terms of helping slow the spread, not just practicing it, but to keep it from them, to keep it from other patients? What about healthcare workers, nurses, doctors? What about just going to the grocery store? What about doing your part? What are the users? So think about those different people out there. And then you're going to, basically the next step is you're going to design some brainstorm, some basic ideas. What could I do to make something better? In our case, how do we slow the spread of germs? And with that, the next step would then be rapidly prototyping. That's why I have all this stuff over here, rapidly prototyping something. So let's dig right in and we'll kind of get through it. But this whole process of thinking about others first makes better things. So let's go over here to this tab. A lot of people would be thinking about just moving to making a mask. And there's actually a lot of interesting stuff. So we're going to talk about some different personal protective gear that you could use, masks, things like that. But also then we're going to just design our own low-tech door opener, really. That's going to be the goal of this, if you were wondering. A lot of people go and they say, hey, let's build a mask, right? And that's a fine thing, because if you're thinking from the user's point of view, just people walking around the grocery store, different masks are helpful, and we're kind of out of masks. If you don't know me in another context, you might not know that my daughter had a bone marrow transplant. So I've got a lot of masks here. I've got this type of mask. I'm not telling you where I live. No, just kidding. I've got this type of mask. This is a fine mask. This is a typical surgical mask. This takes care of a lot of different things. You can breathe through it well. But when kids are really having a hard time, they give them an N95 respirator, which is this type. Okay? So we gave this to our other friend that has had a bone marrow transplant. We had a couple extra masks, and we kept one that I just found for this. And then you've got your big respirators, right? So we could do that. Now, all these different things can work in different ways. And when we think about, I'm going to go help people, I should go sew some masks for the doctors. Well, that's okay, but you really got to think about what's the background of that. Can you actually sew something that's going to be protective for them? So on this sheet, a little background information is, let me go over here, is what are the best mask materials? And what they found is that pillowcases or old t-shirts are about the best when you start looking at breathability and what you can actually do with this. So they kind of show this goal here. And this is, once again, kind of knowing our user. A doctor is going to say, well, thank you for sewing the mask, but it doesn't do what I need it to do, right? Well, one actually thing, if you're thinking from the doctor's point of view, is I want to use this mask. This one is a good mask. I already know it. But now it's been soiled. It's got stuff on it, right? So from the user point of view, the doctor, I'm going to have to throw this out. But instead of throwing it out, what if we could design something that would actually go over it with just a piece of cloth that could then cover it and make something, that's more of a mask cover, so that I can then wash this portion of it and reuse my N95, right? That would be some way that we could actually help a medical community if we're thinking about them in our design thinking. So there's other things going on out there. In this document, like I said, there's a lot of stuff here. Another thing going on here is this, all these different sites. There's this place called careables.org. And they've got this great list. So if you're actually looking for a weekend project and you want to do something to help, you want to sew some masks but that people might actually use something that would probably most likely would cover an N95 so that they could reuse their N95 instead of just sewing your own mask. MIT has a really cool thing they're working on. They're working on an emergency ventilator. Most hospitals have basically an emergency ventilator next to the bedside that they can use, but it's like a manual pump. They have to manually pump it. So what MIT is trying to do is they're trying to take these manual ventilators and mechanize them so that somebody doesn't have to be there. So it basically makes more ventilators. Now that's a real high-tech solution, right? So we've got masks, we've got face shields, we've got all these different types of helping people, but there's also low-tech stuff. How about this, right? This is a 3D printed design that somebody made just in the last few days where you can open a door with your arm. So you don't have to touch and spread the germs, this and that. And I'm a certified germaphobe. I know about touching and not touching things, right? When I was trying to keep things from being away, wash my hands. But if you don't have to get it, if you get it on your cloth there and you can wash this instead of on your hands, you're helping not to transmit disease. There's another one. If you have a 3D printer, I have a 3D printer right here. That actually could be printed. So you could actually print these, and this would be a super low-tech, easy way to do it. Now, you might not have a 3D printer. You might not know how. But people did, and people already had the ideas, and they were learning and designing and thinking, what can I do to help kind of grab a door and open it up? Those were ways of doing it. I've put a couple links in here in the document for some super low-tech ones. How do you like this one? I like this one, guys? This one is basically like a little door pusher, and it's got a cover, right? Because you don't want to stick that finger that's been pushing things in your pocket, and then you're transmitting the virus into your pocket, right? So they kind of have these little door pushers. They also have some other type that are like a big door grabber, right? So this would be something that you could do. Grab that, open it up. It only works for certain handles. Now, this is where it gets fun. This is what I want. I'm going to stop this share. Hey, look at yourselves. So, this is what I want to do now. Is I want you guys to think about what you can design that would open up a door. So here, I've got a couple different prompts for you. Prompts, Gary Stagger just said the other day, prompts should fit on a sticky note. So here you go. I got my little robot sticky note. Oh, if you didn't, this is my fire hose camera stand, if you were wondering too. I've got my phone on it. And so here's your prompt that I'd like you guys to think about. What can you do? And two different options. One would just be create something to slow down the spread of germs. That could be a mask, that could be a whole bunch of different things. Or more simplistic and potentially what you guys need would be, how can you build something to keep your door from getting grimy, right? So can you make a better door opener? So, all right, great. So if you've got a pencil or a piece of paper, I'm going to draw now what's called orthographic drawing. I'm going to use a Sharpie here. Orthographic drawing is kind of a 3-view drawing. So what I like to do is take my piece of paper and cut it into 4 quadrants. This will be my front view. This up here above my front view will be my top view. And this one right here will be my right side view. So what I can do is I can just start sketching. So in the comments, who's got some good ideas? What are some ideas? Oliver, you said everyone. Oliver, you have some ideas? You have any ideas of what we could do to maybe slow the spread of germs? Type it in the chat there. A mask? Okay, yeah, so we could do a mask. I've got a mask. We could do that idea. We could do a door opener. What type of things? What are these shapes? What are the functions that we would need on this? Yeah, good. A cup holder. Oh yeah, gloves. Okay, yeah, we can make gloves. That's good, Jude. I like that. What else could we do? Let me scroll up here. Gloves, cup holder. All right. Well, let's just try, I'm going to draw a door opener. I'm not sure what you're going to draw. Maybe you're going to draw a certain type of mask. I'm going to draw a door opener that like holds a little tiny sanitizer bottle. Does that sound good? Okay, you guys can draw your own. A front view is going to be me looking at this object. Like if I was drawing this, this might be my top view. This would probably be my front view. And then my right side view of a circle would be kind of hard too. So I'm just going to draw it flat here. Maybe I'll start with a pencil. My door opener. So I think my door opener is going to be, I think mine's going to have like, I think I'm going to wear it like Spider-Man. I think that'd be kind of like, it's going to have some like sanitizer thing that just maybe shoot out sanitizer. Yeah, so see, I'm going to draw like the wrist right here. It's going to have some type of holder on it. See, let's see my front view. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to draw like, it's going to be like a wrist bracelet here, and it's going to have like a swivel thing. Yeah, it's going to like a swivel thing that comes out. Oh, that would be cool. And then on the bottom of it, it's going to have like a sanitizer bottle kind of underneath it here. Sanitizer bottle. And this thing's going to swivel this way. I'm not sure what yours is going to do. You guys can draw yours too. See if you guys can see. And I'll shade it in here with my my Sharpie. So here's my wrist bracelet. My sanitizer bottle goes underneath it here. And it's going to have some little swivelly door button pusher thing. So it's going to look like a pointed finger, but it's going to retract. Maybe I'll put like rubber bands on it right here to hold it in. That'd be fun. Okay. Now my top view, the top views are going to be kind of pointing right at me. So I'm going to have like my little sanitizer bottle right here on the underside, and now it's going to have this, and then this little piece is swiveling right here, and it's going to kind of come towards me, but we'll see that on my right side view here, because the swiveler piece is going to be out here, and here's my bracelet, and my sanitizer bottle is kind of under here. All right, so that's my brainstorm. That's my idea. I'm not sure what your guys' idea is, but that's what I'm going to work on. So let me swap over here, and let's get building something. So I don't know if you brought anything, but I brought a whole bunch of stuff. I've got some straws for my bracelet. I've got rubber bands. Ooh, that'd be fun. Let me get my respirator out of the way here. I've got some scissors for cardboard. Oh, I've got some cardboard here. So I think I'm going to trace out my thing, and you guys are welcome to grab some tinfoil. You know, I'm just going to use tinfoil for sake of time, because tinfoil is great. If you guys run to the kitchen, get yourself a piece of tinfoil, because this stuff's amazing. This stuff, you can shape it. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Okay, so I'm going to fold up my tinfoil here. Fold up my tinfoil. I'm just going to make a bracelet out of this one. That'll be cool. All right, yeah. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm going to put this around. I'm going to fit this. I think I'm going to need some tape. I don't know, my sanitizer bottle. Anybody in the house? Anybody in the house? Go grab me my sanitizer bottle from my jacket pocket, because that little Purell thing, this is what I get to see if my kids are actually watching. Okay, let me find the beginning of tape. Isn't that the worst part? Is finding the beginning of tape. All right, here we go. All right, so I got my masking tape. I've got my gold bracelet, silver bracelet here. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna cut this a little bit. I've got some mega scissors here. Those are fun. All right. So I've got this. I need a swiveler. I think I'm going to use like a couple straws here as my swivel. And what I'll do is, let's toggle back to this view. I'm going to take these straws. I'm going to kind of attach them here. So let's see. Okay. Here's my tape. And I'm going to take a couple straws. This is my little swivel design. And once again, this is just rapid prototyping. We're not trying to make it perfect. We're just trying to see what we can make. Maybe you're making a mask. I don't know. Maybe you're making something else. Tape and cardboard is my favorite. So, and tinfoil is amazing too. Okay, so I've got some tape. Once again, rudimentary here. I'm just gonna roll these things around. Okay, this is my little pusher, and it's gonna swivel out. It's gonna whoosh, swivel out from my my wristband. If I only had my sanitizer, I wanted to make a pretend sanitizer bottle. Here, I'll make it out of my toilet paper tube. Alright. Okay. See, this will be my pretend sanitizer bottle. Alright. Okay. Good. Good. Door cover. I like this. Gloves. Blind opener. I like the blind opener. That's a good idea. Okay, here's my pretend sanitizer bottle. I'm gonna mount that to the bottom. Maybe it's my sanitizer. You know what it is? It's evolved now. It's actually my sanitizer holder, right? So I'm gonna put it on there. Okay. Now, if you guys are on Zoom, I'm watching your comments. If you guys have any questions as I'm building here. All right. So I've got my sanitizer holder here, and I got some rubber bands. I don't know if I can make it work, but rubber bands are fun. So I'll wrap this rubber band around here, and yeah, I want it to like swing back when I'm done. So maybe I'll just tape it on here. Tape it on here for now. Okay. So we won't spend too much time on this because you guys are going to hopefully build something on your own. Now, I've got my thing. Okay, see if I can get it on my wrist. Oh, I made it too tight. Okay, well, let's pretend. Okay, here it goes. And now, oh man, it's breaking. Yeah, you guys are laughing. I can virtually hear you laughing. Okay, here you go. So now it swivels around. Oh, my straws aren't big enough. Look at this. Look at this. Now I'm gonna have to like use it as a thumb holder or pusher or something like that. Oh well. So once again, iteration is all about failing fast and learning from it. So now I've learned that this should be bigger, right? But I've done it out of tin foil and cardboard and straws, or straws in my case in tin foil. This is much easier to figure something out this way than to do it in plastic, right? So what I'm suggesting to you guys today is, if you want to, you got two different options. Is in the next week, send me some pictures of your designs. Maybe you've done some designs, maybe you've done some rudimentary prototypes, right? Whatever you've done, send me some pictures. Maybe you take a little piece of wood and put it together, or some nuts and bolts from the garage. This is, necessity is the mother of all invention. Necessity, mother of all invention. This is necessity time, people. So look around what you have. You're probably not going out to the store because we're all at home, right? And see what you guys can do. There's some great research in here, but there's also a lot of low-tech ways. This last part of it here is ways to help, so you can jump on that. If you're looking for that document, I'm going to put it in the link. Think about how you can serve others, how you can bless others, how you can protect not just yourself, but really learn about the process of making things that really fit a need. Obviously, we have a need right now. This is the perfect time to explore design thinking and how to make things that are going to really be helpful. All right, thank you so much, everyone. You have a great time. I am going to try to turn off the stream now. This could take a while, but I appreciate you guys being here. Thanks so much. This does take a while. Oh well. Hi. Hope you're still on. Hope you're enjoying me trying to find my cursor. Got way too many screens here. Alrighty. Ah, I did. I found it. There we go. See you guys. Mark out.